Hi Taurus, hi! Welcome to your October 2019 reading. First of all, I'm so sorry that I didn't get back to you, get to you last month, which is September, but I am still kind of getting my schedule together and doing my best and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so let's get focused. This is your reading for October 2019. Oh, and before I get started, because you know I like to jump right in, if you'd like a private reading, you can find that link at the top of my page in that picture or in the box below. You can also find a donation box in the box below if you feel so given. And what else is there? I usually post my daily and weekly readings in the community tab channel, but I'm starting to wonder if I have time, I'll try to do them as videos. Anyway, God bless you. Let's get started. All right, Taurus, for the month of October 2019, I feel like there's a lot going on. But first of all, I do want to tell you what words were coming through, what messages were coming through as I was putting the cards down. And forgive the kid sounds outside. They're enjoying the park. So, whoever those kids are, God bless. So, Taurus, I got the song for you for this month is definitely Aerosmith's Dream On. Definitely. I just heard Dream On. And here's imagination. And not dream on in the sense of like, whatever you want, dream on. That's not going to happen. No, it's actually dream on in the sense that Steven Tyler meant it, right? But also, Spirit is saying to have the vision, especially as it relates to a connection that I'm seeing here, a romantic connection. But, you know, I don't want to jump too much into that as yet, but I do feel that you having the vision for reunion with that person is going to go a very long way in helping that to be effected. So, I'm also getting a message for somebody who is delving in angel dust. Those literally are the words that came through. They're saying never give up. Never give up. Not never give up angel dust, but never give up trying to get yourself off of it, trying to wean it. They're saying do not give up. They also added being past it is more of a warrior's pose than anything. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to hit you, whoever that message is for, but the way I interpret it is that don't think about like I need to be past it, I need to be done with this, I need to, like, if I were blah blah blah, I would be over this addiction, this drug addiction. But they're saying that's more of a warrior's pose. Yes, take the picture that way, but focus on the healing and know that the healing is something that's just got to be in progress. You know, it's something that takes time, and so have compassion for yourself. Okay, so oh my gosh, those kids, they're annoying me, actually. Maybe you guys can't hear them, and I'm glad they're having fun, but anyway, let's go. So, yeah, no, I'm going to have to pause that. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had to close the window. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that October is going to be a month where it's almost like beginning a new cycle. I definitely feel that you are coming off of some type of tower moment or some kind of calamity. I'm seeing that here. Calamity that gave you a lot of truth and perspective about something in your life. About what? Maybe about yourself, right? About yourself, about who you've been being, who you've been surrounding yourself with. Whatever it is, you've gotten a lot of truth and perspective. I see the Hermit card here as well, and it looks like it's going to be closer towards the end of the month, maybe really, really closer towards the end of the month. But either way, let's take a look. So in this month, towards the beginning or just at some point, Taurus, I feel that you are going to be given an opportunity by your higher self, an opportunity. And of course, what is this opportunity? It's an opportunity for healing. They're saying willingness. So this energy of willingness is what has been escaping you for some time, Taurus, because I feel that you've been getting this call for healing for a while from your angels, from your guides, from your higher self. And it's whatever it is, whether it's drug related, whether it's behavioral, it's just something you have been neglecting. But I see that you're at a point in October where you're finally like, you know what? Ugh, I see you sitting down and like, okay, what do you want? Surrender, right? I'm surrendering. You're promising me these things. What can I have? Now let's go ahead and I hate moving these cards because they fall. But look at this. See if I can manipulate this camera. See how that's you, Taurus, male, female, doesn't matter, or non-gender, right? Doesn't matter. But she's sitting here and she's like, okay, you've given me this. This is the higher self, her higher self. You've given this to me. Okay, well, what's it about? You know, there's a little bit of a surrender, a little bit of like, all right, you keep talking about this thing. You keep harping me about it. You keep saying I could have this and I can have that and I can have this and that and that and that. If only I would listen to you. What is it? I picked mine up. What do you want me to do? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So to sum that up, in the month of October, it's going to be a surrender to healing. Healing is going to come in for you in the month of October. God bless you. I think that this healing is going to be so bountiful. It's going to be so fruitful. It's going to be so awe-inspiring. It's going to be so soul-fulfilling. So you're going to feel so filled to capacity. As I'm saying that, I'm feeling this energy coming into my being. And, oh, okay, I feel like I need to gag now. I'll try not to. But why? Because, this energy is filling you up so much that it literally pushes out all negativity, pushes out everything, pushes it out, every orifice. I'm feeling it coming out of my ears, my nose, the top of my head, the back of my head. It's pushing out. Now, what is being pushed out? What is being pushed out is all of these years I'm hearing of anchoring. I'm hearing the word anchorage. Someone in Alaska, this is for you. Pushing out all of the years of destruction. Like, I'm trying to literally suppress the desire to gag right now. And gagging is a beautiful thing because it lets it out. But I'm feeling it is like it starts here and it just like pushes out. This energy is so strong. What is this energy? It's you. It's you, and it's you at the human level accepting what has been divined and what is your divine right. It's healing. It's like, hey man, let's get into alignment. I can't keep standing over you, but I will until you accept. You finally accept, and it's like, shh. And it's so huge. And you know what? They usually say that when we feel, disease or dis-ease, that it's really a longing for the self. Now, what do you think would happen if the self literally came in and really aligned with you and you really aligned with it through free will? It's got to feel like coming home. It's got to feel like every orb, every orifice, every void, every leakage, hole in your soul, in your spirit and everything, literally being filled. And that emotional fulfillment that has escaped you and that most of us have never ever even conceived of or perceived of in this lifetime or felt, like that's what's being breathed into you. And it's might be scary for some of you, but it's actually, if you do feel afraid, it's not going to last for long, because you know what it feels like? It feels good. It feels like ecstasy. Oh, dear God, not the drug, but I do feel like the drug. Okay. There are viewers here who do dabble in drugs or do hardcore drugs, so not to okay, maybe for some people who have dabbled in ecstasy or used it, maybe Spirit is saying it's that good of a feeling and they're trying to let you know. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's what it is. They're trying to let you know that this is the real drug that you should be on. Oh, amen. See, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not trying to, mislead people, but Spirit always has a way of reaching, right? So they're saying it's like ecstasy, and for everyone in general, it's what ecstasy. That's why ecstasy is called ecstasy, because it's ecstatic. What is more ecstatic than the return to self? Okay, that's just it. And so imagine being filled with that kind of power. It's like orgasm in every section of your body. So that's what you are opening up to in the month of October. And check that out. Look at it. It's like, ah. And look, he's now, if you look closely, you see this is pretty much the same beach. See? But here, he's been completely taken over. His wisdom, his knowledge. Look at all those planets that his higher self was saying, like, hey man, we can get this, we can align, and you can be of the galaxy. You can be all that is. And look at it. Look, And this is it. Look what happened. He trusted in spirit, trusted in the plan, and now he is of source. We are always of source, but he's open to it. And look at that. All of these things are at his command. Oops, I'm sorry, you can't see, but all of these planets are at his command. The very things that were being promised to him before. Look. So I just checked. It said 10 minutes and 10 seconds. I want you to know, viewer, that if this is you, whether or not you have an issue with drugs or an over-reliance, this is for anybody attracted to this reading. The month of October, or whenever you watch this is a moment where you are stepping into initiation. What are you being initiated into? As I said, that I'm getting, first of all, primarily your higher self. But I'm seeing that for some of you, that initiation is going to lead you away from codependency on something, whether it's a person, whether it's drugs, whether it's obsession, whatever it is that you're dealing with. It literally moves you away from that. It's the toxic energies related to that situation. Okay, so I want you to know that. And I feel that this is coming through your free will to have this reality for yourself. I'm seeing the Sun card appear 2 times in your reading. First of all, the Sun card, for those of you who don't do tarot, but I'm sure you guys know by now if you're watching this, the Sun card is literally the most fortunate, the most positive source card in the what do you call it, in the deck, in the tarot deck, and you've got it 2 times. It's 19. Look, 19 is a number. 19 is a number. Look at this. 19, an invitation to connect. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, this is beautiful. This reading is in and of itself an invitation to connect. You see that? There it is again. The kingdom can be yours again, because it was yours. It is yours, but you can reclaim it. You know, look at all these little bubbles. To me, these are different lifetimes. And what they're showing me is they're like blueprints. What happens is when you incarnate, you quote unquote give up the kingdom, or you have this perception that you're no longer part of the kingdom. You're not, whatever that is for you. And that's part of you working through your blueprint. They're saying that in this lifetime, if you're watching this, you have an opportunity to transcend and to remember again that you are the kingdom. You have it. And the only thing that is standing between you and that acceptance, which feels orgasmic, is you and your willingness. And I feel in the month of October, if you're watching this, you very well may finally step onto that path. Why? Because you have the curiosity. I'm also seeing because you have the calamity here. There was a calamity that has brought you truth. And I feel, I got to stop and say that I'm definitely seeing a lot of twin stuff here. Here. I'm just seeing that. And if it's not a twin, it's something major, like a real soulmate connection. For somebody here who's dealing with the drug substance abuse, I think that you this may not be a twin for you, but you are acknowledging this person because this person has been I'm hearing devil and angel, but they've been an angel in the sense of getting you to this point, and maybe a devil because it's been a thorn. This person has been a thorn in your side. I'm seeing 777 here on my cafe latte right there. But what that shows me is this person. It's look, 7, boom. Oh, 7, boom. Whoa, fated meeting. Look at that. So for you, if this is a, I'm hearing successful marriage too. Wow, amen. So I'm hearing for somebody who, maybe for all of you, but definitely for a person who has had a substance abuse problem and has had that person in your corner being the thorn in your side and keep trying to get you on the path to cleanliness and I say cleanliness, but it has a negative connotation, like you're dirty. When I say, I just looked, it said 14 minutes, 14 seconds, 14. It's not about cleaning. Yes, it's about cleaning the body, which is dirty and toxic, but it's about reconnecting you. That's what they're trying to do, reconnecting you. They're trying to keep you on a tether so that you don't wade out too far. So they've, now finally you're wanting to use your own power to help them to pull you back into shore. So I'm seeing that this is an angel for you. You feel that and you know that because this person is helping you to get that initiation, to get back to yourself. Amen. So anyway, I'm seeing 7, boom. So 7 is a spiritual number, by the way, guys. It's all over your reading. It literally is. My God. Okay. So I'm just seeing that October, Taurus, if this is for you, you're definitely able to get on this spiritual path. And I feel that it's going to feel ecstatic. Why? Because you're ready. What was stopping you was the unwillingness to do so. I'm seeing that, yes, you will start off with this connection, whether it's with your twin or soulmate or somebody really placed there to help you. You'll still walk the path with this person. Look, right here, can you guys see? I'm sorry. Right here, there are 2 hearts in this tree, but here there's 1 heart. But look, there's the other heart right there. And they're still connected, and they're still going to continue down the path together. But you also know that this is an inside job. They helped you to come here, but you're not even looking at how many hearts are on that tree. You're so into this. You're so ecstatic. You want to move forward. And look, 7 of Angels, progress. 7-7, invitation to connect. This is your time, okay? And this person is just waiting for you. They're waiting for you, and they want you. I'm hearing waiting, yes, in the sense of waiting down there for you, because maybe there's a separation or something. But they're also there. It's the hope. They might be even walking alongside you. I see I'm covering this tree. They're still there walking alongside you. They want you to succeed. It doesn't matter who this person is. There is somebody here wanting you to succeed hard. And look, I actually thought I wasn't going to, but I decided now, as I was thinking about it, but I didn't, but I should have, and I will now include this card, which was actually next. And look, see, it's mirroring. This person, Queen of Angels, is having the energy and the focus and the drive and the vision to hold the space for you to have this healing. Whether it's I just heard the word, whether it's a reservation, okay, I don't know, but whether it is drug related or whether it's not, okay. But I also wanted to say that for somebody who is doing drugs, and this person, they're pointing out, angels are pointing out, is the real angel. So angel dust is not the real angel. This is the real angel. Okay. So I'm going to rest that right here. This is a really high vibe reading. Okay. So if you come to this reading and your answer is yes to get on this path, there literally is success here. Like it is success. You will have success. Okay. I just was like, oh, truth. Now let's go into the love part just a little bit here, because I am seeing joy, and I'm seeing the sun, and I'm seeing this. I'm afraid to move it. Don't move it. Don't fall. Okay, thank God. Look at this. It says codependency, but this card is doing double duty, right? Ding. Sometimes codependency for some relationships. Earlier we saw that this was relating to the things that are toxic, right? But here's I'm looking at it. Sometimes we have the right relationship, wrong energy. So sometimes it's when and I'm seeing sometimes we have to walk away from those things in order to get the right energy where it should be, so that we can come into alignment. Now I'm looking here and look at this person, just pure hearts and love, right? And this person's just kind of like, they're not there, right? There's something like, it's like whatever's going on. I'm seeing that this connection, for some of you, there's separation. And I'm getting that if there's separation for some of you, this separation, for some of you, it's long overdue. Damn. Okay, now they're coming out. They're letting you know. It's long overdue. Like it needs to happen. And but for those of you for whom it needs to happen, I feel that there are a lot of you, if not all of you, maybe that's why you're in this video, there's going to be a reunion with this person. If it hasn't happened yet that you've separated, then that's your next step. But if you have not if you have separated, I'm feeling that there's a reunion that's going to come in for you. I don't know if it's going to be in the month of October, but hey, right, if you do your healing work. But I'm seeing here in these cards, the angels were saying, I'm looking at my screen. It says, use your imagination this month to get back to your center. And of course, your center is always going to be you. Look at that. That's your whole getting back to your center. That's what this whole reading is about. Ooh, maybe I'll entitle it that. Hold on. All right. But as I was laying the cards, I also saw that in getting back to your center, there's also getting back to a relationship, okay? So for some of you, getting back to your center also refers to your clear energy, your cleared energy mate. So the separation creates the space for the energy for both of you to be cleared, to be transmuted, and that's when the relationship that was the right relationship with the wrong energy, being codependent, comes back clean, both sides. And look at this guy's like, dude, let's get going, you know? And she's like, okay. There's something there. But, you know, they're saying use your imagination. I feel that some of you do want to get back to this person. But I feel that some of you may feel that it's not possible, you know, based on the way things ended or just whatever. And I just feel that it's actually quite possible. Now, let me read this here for you. I don't usually read the cards because I'm impatient and I'm in Aries, but in this reading and lately when I use these cards, I feel that I have to read it. So let's read it together. It says, imagination. Exploring the wilderness of your own soul through contemplation brings you to the altar of your imagination. It's funny. Why did I say through contemplation? I feel like I saw that somewhere in your cards. Okay, I might see it again where there was this idea of yourself, like contemplating within yourself. Anyway, to have a circle of imagination in your being, walk around the untamed, wild, instinctual side of your nature, all the time knowing its power. Like a woman aware of her pregnancy as she moves through her round of daily tasks, you need not focus on the unborn life in order for its nature to continue to grow. Oh, that's beautiful. Always remember that inspiration often comes after reflection, after the seed of creativity is planted. Once you begin your creative work, the energy of the universe comes to you and imagination flows. Oh, beautiful. So basically, to me, this says, hey man, just get started. You know, it's a beautiful way of saying get started. You have an invitation to connect, get on the path. Just get on the path. All the people are in place. Have the vision. Start moving forward and trust that you will have this reunion with your higher self, which is right there. We see it. My God, we see it. For some of you, I don't feel like this process is going to be as long as you think. You know, God has a sense of humor, 7 months, right? Seven, it could be 4 months, right? I'm just seeing, I'm hearing 4 to 8 months, okay? I'm just seeing, for some of you, I'm just seeing that connection. And what's going to be happening in 4 to 8 months, Janelle? Is it the reunion with this person? Is it full healing? What is it? And what I feel it is grounding of the higher self within you. It's a process of initiation. And sometimes initiations do happen overnight, right? But like, you'd be crazy. But it's going to, you know, your main job is to just get started. Now, I see here that as I was laying these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, I got the word truth, which is what it says. These are just pictures though, and I heard calamity. I heard perspective. I heard angel dust. And I laid this card. But then I laid this card and it looked very much, right? So, and it's funny because it's right underneath the calamity card, which also looks so. In the calamity card, wow, I just noticed, look at that. Look, at that mirroring. The ball, the white, right? The structure. What I'm seeing here is a tower moment in this. This is a tower moment. I'm seeing hallucinations. I'm seeing hallucinations passed off as visions. I see some of you or somebody here thinking that whatever they're doing, whether it is substances or just ego out of control, I see them having this idea that they are a visionary, that they are God's gift to someone, God's gift to women, God's gift to the world, God's gift to, could be an environmentalist feeling like they have all the answers and espousing. So whatever it is, this tower showing could be related to overinflated egos. But whatever it is, it's a tower that fell. I feel like this tower has already fallen. And I feel that this falling tower is what has given way to truth. And this truth is a truth, I almost said an abiding truth. This is a truth, thank you, Spirit, that is an abiding truth. It's a truth, and look at that 11, ding. This is a truth that has been revealed to you. You know the truth. And what does the truth mean? It's the truth of who you are and how you've been living, right? And this tower moment showed you who you were being. So quite simply put, what I'm seeing in this tower card here is cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when you say something, but you literally cannot perceive that you are quite distant from whatever it is that you think you are. For example, and we may call that hypocrisy, right? Cognitive dissonance, like, well, I'm great at this, I'm this. And then you're like literally not doing that. You're literally doing something else, but you cannot see it. Why? Because at the mental level, you are not able to see yourself as belonging to that category. And that, I think, has been, for many of you, a big thing in your life, where you've just been functioning without this vision, you know, without this awareness, without this knowledge, without this acknowledgement. And I'm feeling, sometimes it's something people are aware of, but they're choosing not to look at. I'm feeling you were not aware of this. I'm feeling you literally were not aware of this. For some of you, that's because of the substance abuse. But for some of you, I'm seeing a lot of gabbing, a lot of talking as if you know what you're talking about. But you literally were not aware. You were under the influence of the moon. How can you see the earth and the reality of it when you're under the influence of the moon and you see yourself as above the earth and its inhabitants? That's a huge burden to carry, because look at this person carrying this huge burden. He's carrying what eventually is going to be his tower. And I think that tower has already fallen, and through the falling of that tower, God bless, has come in whatever way it manifests for you in your life. I'm hearing job for some of you. For some of you, it's job that you've lost or something to that effect in that arena. For some of you, I'm seeing you've been struck down. For some of you, you've had judgment brought to you. When I say struck down, like struck down by someone in your life, could be someone who distanced themselves from you, someone who broke it off with you, someone who called you on something, whatever it is. I got a weird word. It doesn't mean anything to me. The word I wanted to say was marnitoad. Does that mean anything? Listen, if that means anything to anybody, you must email me right away, because I need to know what that is. Marnitoad. It sounds like MARNEYTOAD. And I was like, wait, do you mean horny toad? Maybe that's a combination of someone's name and horny toad, you know. Maybe somebody's been messing around, third party stuff, cheating, lying, whatever it is. It's a tower that fell, and I feel it was because it was designed, or it at least resulted in bringing in truth. Like, dude, truth, you are not this. In fact, that's you. So let's put this down so that we can have that. The next card that I got said perspective. Cute. Look, cute. Look at these fish. Super cute. Swimming through this bamboo. But look, now this what is this card? Oh, it actually says courage. But anyway, Spirit said perspective. I love these cards. Anyway, look at this fish. This fish is connected with somebody. This perspective, newfound perspective, first of all, brought you down to earth. See, now the fish is the fish was that human being who was carrying his own tower. That human being was in the Alps, so to speak, look. But now, he is here on earth. He's back here on earth. He's no longer up here under the moon above the earth. Now, he's back here on earth. Why? Because he has the perspective. He was grounded. Okay? Now I'm seeing for some of you, this is a return. This, whatever this new perspective is going to bring you back into alignment with this love person who I feel may have, left you, or you've been separated from, quite probably because of this event. But I'm also seeing that, like, you're like this fish, you're like still hearing. You're here on earth now, but now you're facing what you've been doing. So you're looking and you're like, oh my God, this is what I have been doing. I'm supposed to be this great Buddha on earth, this person who is of the light and for the light and all that. But look, I wasn't being this Buddha. In fact, I got distracted with all this stuff. Look at how fast that is. These cars moving at the speed of light. Look at that. It says American. We know that's gas, that's oil, all sorts of stuff. Flashing lights, Vegas style, all this stuff, Buddha in flashing lights. This is just misguidedness. And you're being shown, as you've been grounded, you're being shown the impact of what your actions have done. But I feel that this other fish is whispering it in this fish. You're this fish on the right. I don't know if you can see his eyes, but he's like, oh dear God, no. He looks like he's listening and he's like squinting, like, what? Like, that's what I've been doing? But I feel that this other fish, is apprising you of what you've done, but I feel that it's saving the real shock for last. You see that? So there's something that still needs to be revealed or worked through, or, justice brought to. I think what that tells me is that, yes, you are having this wake-up call. Look, you've had this wake-up call, this tower moment. You've been grounded. You are being made aware of the damage and whatnot. But there is still, I think, a significant thing that needs to be dealt with. Now, that can very well be making amends to people. For those who are dealing with substance abuse stuff, it could very much be still kicking the habit and working through that. Whatever it is, it's like you will be shown that in time when you are ready to handle it. For some of you, actually a lot of, maybe all of you, when it comes time to deal with that thing, I think that it's going to involve this other person. Perhaps this is the other person you will have to make amends with. Perhaps this is the other person who will stand by your side as you're dealing with your healing process from drugs or just whatnot. But whatever it is, this is definitely a spiritual connection. See the 7? This is your person, okay? This is definitely your person for all intents and purposes. And I feel that there's going to be a lot of love here because, the love is what brings you in. And if you look here, this person is all up on you. Look at that love. It's just too much. It's too natural. It's so natural, it's literally her shoulder. I mean, literally her shoulder all the way up to her neck. It's just coming in. Notice your shoulder has love too, but, your arm has love too. Look at her arm. Oh, cute. Your arm has love too, but it doesn't come all the way up. You can't feel that. You've been disconnected for a long time. You've been cut off. Right relationship, wrong energy. So you now have the energy that you need. So you've learned something. You've learned perspective. You've gotten to a place of understanding. And guess what? You are now getting on the path of with yourself. You are centering with yourself. And through that centering, you come into alignment fully with this person. And you can feel the love and the joy that it has been waiting there for you, but you still have that thing that you need to work on, okay? We still do have that, especially if you have substance abuse. That's the physical part that you're going to have to work on. Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm not sure what this card means as yet, but I'm going to show it to you. So I'm going to keep it here. Part of me is like, is that the vision? You know what? I think it is. Yeah, there it is. All right, take a look at these two cards. Now I'm seeing mirroring. You're like, what? You crazy. But I am. Look. What I'm seeing here is you've been in this power of ego and gripped in this power of ego, absolutely not seeing correctly at all. Like, I don't usually like go so hard about it, but I'm just showing you the magnitude. Take a look. This is your higher self. Look at how the head is like this to the side. Bing. Over here, that's that person. That's your higher self. You were so far away from yourself. You were so disconnected from yourself. And I'm seeing a lot of this has to do with substance abuse for some of you who are dealing with that. But for the rest of you, it is pure ego. I'm hearing devilry. I'm hearing that. Now, that's not to, offend, because, that's not my that's not my channel. You got to go somewhere else to be abused by the reader, okay? But what it means is devilry, devil behavior, effery, as we would say on the streets, right? Just being all out there. You could not see this world. It's impossible. Anything you see on this page is not real. It's not real. In fact, you couldn't even perceive of that out there. It looks like a moon to you. And it's not even interesting, right? But what I'm seeing is what's going to happen for you is as you move into alignment, you're here. You are here. Congratulations. You are here. I don't even want you to look at the past. The past will be revealed to you as it needs to be. But I'm here and you're not going to be alone. In fact, I have 2 candles burning. I just noticed that. But you know what's going to happen? Imagine you opening your eye. Bing! Thank you, Spirit. They said that's it. I was like, oh, phew, yes. Bing! You open your eye. And now as you open your eye, you see the truth. These are actually the 2 same scenes. This is you completely misseeing it. It's not, whatever is here is not real. Look at the earth. That's the earth. Look at this red thing. That's the red thing. So the idea is like, dude, what the was I looking at? That's the idea here. And so this is a beautiful thing, because as you open your spiritual eyes during this process, I mean, what you're going to see is like 2 different worlds. I'm going to put this back because I don't even need you to endorse that anymore. This is where you are. You're on this precipice. So it doesn't matter what has been holding you. The tower moment has happened. The perspective has been, the truth has been revealed. The perspective has been enforced. You have been grounded. You are being joined. You are ready. The path is here. There is going to be success for you if you are watching this video. Many people will have tried to do what you're attempting to do now, but whether or not they succeed, who knows? But you will succeed. That is 100%, because that's just how these videos work. I'm also seeing, hold on. I wanted to say something else. Just give me a second, okay? Oh, I guess it's gone. Anyway, if it comes back up, it will be communicated. But anyway, my point is that you have stepped into, I remember it now, you've stepped into alignment with self. You are stepping into real living. And what I wanted to say to you is that even people who don't have substance abuse, for example, or people who are just living different lives and aren't so in their ego or whatever, most of them probably will never reach this potential in their life. So this is an amazing step for you. So please, if you came to this reading feeling like a failure, and I'm seeing a cross watcher here who's a mother and thinking of a son or a child. If you're thinking this person is a failure, or if you came to this reading thinking you're a failure, The angels are saying this is correct. Like, that what I'm going to tell you is correct. If you came here thinking you're a failure, or somebody that you're watching for is a failure, that's some BS right there that I want you to let go of, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime that comes to those who are spiritually ready. If everybody, no matter what their challenge is, could be at this moment of alignment with self, I mean, like, dear God, like, this is stepping into a whole new level of being. This is where you should be. So yes, the route has been circuitous, but look at that. That's amazing. All right, so let's look at the cards down here. These cards down here are designed for me, like, they tell more of a detailed story. Oh my god, I never like really talked to my viewers, so I actually don't know how many of you there are, all this and that, literally. And so I am going to say something because, gosh darn it, it is my passion and I live it and I breathe it, so I have to tell somebody. Anyway, really quickly, so I put those cards there at the top for high vibration, to see what's going on at the higher levels of you. And here, same thing, what's going on thematically. And then these cards are my thematic ones as well, but closer to, the human level. These are just ways God can just speak. And then I like to look through these cards here at the bottom as the more like on the earth, this is the storyline, this is blah blah blah. So you're actually getting a gamut here of above and below and everything in between. Thanks for listening. Okay, anyway, let's continue. All right, so I was asked to lay 16 cards at the bottom, and I was like, 16, love you, spirit, but you're crazy, I don't know how. And they were like, just lay 8 and then put 8 above. And I was like, oh, okay. So let's see how that manifest. Is this 2 people that we're looking at and whatnot? So hold on one sec. Okay, so I paused, but what I'm seeing, and now I'm remembering it as I laid it, what I'm seeing is a lot of mirroring here. A lot mirroring. All right, not just mirroring, that's not the right word. The word is conflict. So let's take a look here. Sometimes it's conflict, sometimes not. This is somebody who, you, or cross-watcher, the person, this represents you. You've been holding on to this pentacle, this opportunity from God. We saw that here with this lady holding the ball right there, that the promise that God has made, that promise that their higher self has made, that if you surrender, if you just give them the willingness to take you down this path, they will take you. And dear God, yes, okay, we see that. I think finally you've been contemplating it, and the idea is she could just get up and walk here, come down and join spirit and do this and get on it. And I think you finally made the decision to do that. You've had your tower moment, you've had your calamity, you've gotten the perspective, and now here you are assembling to sit and allow spirit to give you 1, 2, 3 this information for you to have this large download. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. But I'm still seeing here you're walking away from something. You're walking away from something that has always kept you occupied. Now listen, 8 of Cups is the walking away. Where are they walking to? The 9th cup. 9 of Cups in the Tarot is wishes fulfilled. But you know what? Try telling somebody who has 8 freaking cups that if they get the 9th cup, and if only they'll go for it, it's going to be awesome. To them, if they're not ready, that's a gamble. Like, no, you mean I have to give up 8 cups for the idea that there's a 9th cup that's going to fulfill all my wishes? Like, you're crazy. That is what you've been feeling for a while. Like, no, I'm not going to go into rehab. No, I'm not going to give up this relationship. No, I'm not going to walk away from this job. No, why? Because you have, this to hand. But I think that you're ready. You're ready. You're taking all your little worldly possessions. Look how cute. He's so small in this big chair. You're taking what little things you have that you can take on this journey. If all it is hope, and you are trusting in spirit, and you're moving on, right? At first I thought this was like a little conflict because, sometimes it could show that you're moving on, but you're refusing to let go of something. And for some of you, maybe that is it, right? But take a look. This is downsizing. 8 becomes 4, but 4 is very stable, right? So I'm seeing that you're taking a huge leap of faith here. You're taking a huge leap of faith, and it's beautiful. We see that it's going to be amazing. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oopsies, can you see? All right. So, okay, please forgive the sound. I had to put the fan on. Anyway, so what I'm seeing in this card is that yes, you will be assuming this knowledge. You will be, working towards something and taking something, but it also means letting go. Now, I know this says waiting for your ships to come in. I know this is the waiting for your ships to come in card, but these 3 ships are leaving. So there are definitely there's going to be an exchange here. In order to get on this journey and do your stuff, you're going to, yeah, this is better. You're going to have to let go of some things, okay? You're going to have to let go. You're trading in one little ball, this sun, so to speak, for this. The real opportunity. But I will tell you that what you're doing now, you're on the right path. 100%. I think that a lot of this is going to be a fast process in the sense that there could be news. I'm seeing this news, this information or energy or whatever coming over your home. You might get a message, a messenger. This could also be the energy with which you embrace this situation, and I love that. Very fast, right? It's like I got the message kind of thing. You may well get the message and then take off and start doing this. What could this be? It could be oh my God, yeah, I was going to say it could be an invitation of some sort, yeah, invitation to connect. So you get the message from Spirit, and if you're watching this video, obviously, this is the message again. And what has been promised is clarity, the sun. It's clarity, it's movement. But in this deck, this is the Pictorial Key Tarot. Of course, I put all my decks that I'm using below. The sun card has two people. So you're not going to be going on this alone. Yes, you can say it's my higher self, and it is, but I also feel that there's going to be somebody in the flesh, I hate that word, in the physical, who's going to be helping you. And that is God's gift. Amen. Because who wants to go through these things alone? Nobody. Right? Feel this is somebody you're going to be very comfortable with. You're very comfortable speaking about all of the things that you're ashamed of. Right? And I think that, look at this. There is going to be lots of communication, but this is the great kind of communication. And why can this Ace of Swords communication come through? Because you're more grounded now, and you're more aligned, and your willingness has been restored, has been given. You are a willing participant now. Look at you all dressed up, right? And look, there's love. This is love, whatever form it takes. It's like you giving love to this other person, you giving love to yourself, you receiving love. It's playfulness. This guy takes a rest from his journey, and he stops off by the side of this lake or pond or river or whatever it is. And he takes off all his armor, he sits down, he takes out his goblet, he puts it into the water to take a sip, and out pops this fish, and it looks like a fish. The fish is blushing. He's like, hi, right? And then he has a good laugh at that. That is where we're heading. We're heading there. You're going to be, I'm hearing that you're going to be more jovial. You're going to be, and I think for some of you, especially if you have substance abuse, for some of you, this is good news. It's good karma. I'm hearing it's good music to your ears, because for you just want to be the person that people enjoy being around again. And I think for a while, many people may not have been comfortable around you. They may not have connected with you because of the vibrational differences. And I feel like on some level, some of you have told God, maybe this is my karma that I have to be alone. That's not true. It's not your karma. You were on a path that separated you from other people. They're on earth. You were somewhere else. That's why you couldn't have those connections. But I see that you're going to be jovial is the word. You're going to have triumph. Why? Because for you and for you on your level, like that, you're like, that's the real test for me. That's the real convincing. If I can see that I can have people happy to have me around again, happy to invite me to Thanksgiving dinner again, happy to sit on the front stoop with me and tell me a joke again, and happy just to indulge, happy to treat me like a fellow human being, to be connected, to feel safe, to laugh and not look at me to like I'm gonna pop off, like all sorts of things. That to you, it's that connection that to you is going to be a victory. I'm seeing that. Look, 6-9, right? It's so funny, you know, I want to point out, I like doing celebrity readings for myself because it's how I practice, to be honest, a secret. And then I check the news to see if I was right. But I don't post those things because, you know, it ain't my business. And it's not my path, right? But I do like to look at other people who do post. But Tekashi 69, if you don't know him, he was a hip-hop, a rapper, right? And he's going through some legal stuff. Like, as I was shuffling for this reading, his energy came through and was, talking and just saying thank you, because like I don't know why, but he's done a lot of bad things in this life and such, and it's not for me to judge things. When I say bad, I mean things that have not served him and the people around him. And only God can judge what lessons those were providing for people and blah, 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 blah. But I think that he had made a lot of karmic issues and karmic missteps along the way. And right now he's dealing with some stuff. And I guess, I don't know, maybe it triggers something in me. But I have prayed for him, quite a few times, and just praying for protection. But either way, so I'm seeing this, and he came through before the reading started, and I was like, dude, I have to do this reading for my Taurus peeps. And I'm seeing 6-9 again. It just came out, and that's how he introduced himself. But anyway, enough about that, because it's a celebrity reading and blah, blah, blah. But God bless. But that being said, so that's just acknowledging, whoop, whoop. But also, that being said, take a look here, 6 and 9, it's the inversion, 6 and then 9. You think, okay, good, bad. But no, you're coming up roses. For you, Taurus, you are going to have that connection with the people. Your reputation will be restored to a large degree. There might be some fires you might still have to put out, but you know what? It's a lot of times you will knock out most of your naysayers by showing that you're taking action, that you're showing that you're taking action to healing yourself and to making amends. And I just feel like that's what you're going to be doing starting in the month of October. There are going to be a few, maybe one or two, it's always the one who's like, I can't let this go. I don't care how much you've seen the light. There are always going to be people like that. And sometimes that's because they need to do some healing as well. But sometimes it's because, well, what you've done just extends to, you got to have another lifetime or two or a few more to make those confidences, to have that confidence again from those people. Sometimes I think some crimes are just too big to, I guess, be handled in one lifetime. And that's why God's mercy sometimes brings things to a close here on this lifetime. Because, it's just like, well, you're just going to keep digging yourself in deeper. But anyway, yeah. So, but I'm seeing that Taurus for this month in October, yes, I feel that you will be feeling so much better, and your head will be held high, because you know that even though you can't reach all those people, that deep inside that you are climbing your way out. You are taking whatever steps that you need to be taking. Yes, you still feel like this little guy, and you're now this little guy on this horse, and it's not going to be enough for some people. And I do feel that still with the whole Tekashi things. I still feel his energy. It's not going to be enough, right, for some people, but there's progress in the light being made, and God is good. So I feel, Taurus, that, or whoever's watching this video, if it resonates for you, it's there. And if you're cross-watching for someone else and they're going through that, If you find yourself in a place where you're like, I don't care how much you're doing, I don't care, now you're seeing the light, and it makes me angry that you can go out and still have fun and this and that, and you know, you hurt me, I want to see you suffer. Like, if you find yourself in that energy, know that in God's time all will be made right, but you have to trust in the plan. Boom. You have to trust that in order for that person to even be in a place to make amends to you, they have to take these steps, and that's what's happening. Okay, that's just how it is. And I don't want to be that person, but you know me, guys. You know, if you watch my videos, you know I keep it real. God bless. And what I'm gonna say is real. What is it? I saw it on a t-shirt once, and it's so true. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. So, but for the grace of God, there go you. Okay, if it weren't you, it's God's grace that you are not having this issue this other person has, or has had this life this other person has, or has made decisions based on the life that they've been dealt, you know. And on top of that, we don't throw glass stones, because what am I saying? We don't throw stones in a glass house. You may not think of yourself as living in a glass house, but you know what? Maybe in the last lifetime you were. You don't know what your karma is. Maybe you did this to them, and this lifetime it's their turn to do it to you, because the two of you wanted to learn what it felt like, what it feels like to be both doer and receiver of that heinous action. So I'm not saying that to like discount anybody's pain. I'm saying that to bring humility to this issue, and we ask God to help soothe us. I'm seeing here that for some of you, sex was involved. I gotta be honest, I'm seeing here sexual violence as well. You know what I mean? And again, you just have to give it up to God, because we honestly don't know. And we just have to trust that whatever has been done to us will be balanced in time. And that is such a weak answer, but I'm telling you, it just is. Justice. It just is the way divine justice works, right? I mean, there are definitely things in this lifetime where Spirit has told me, you know what, you're not going to get justice for that in this lifetime. What am I going to say to Spirit? Okay, I understand. And, you know, I may not understand emotionally, but it's an awareness that I will work towards, and it's something that everyone has to work towards, right? Anyway, I'm seeing that here also for you, Taurus, or whoever, cross-watcher, if you're watching for this person, I'm seeing here that a decision has been made. There is a decision made. I'm seeing, I'm seeing jail time for somebody, for someone here. I'm seeing a decision will have been made, and part of that is going to be jail for that person. And I feel that person will be working with less than they have had available. I don't know what that means for different people. It could be even, I'm seeing a handicap here of some sort. That could be part of the justice. A handicap of some sort. Physical or social, financial. I'm also seeing that this handicap, whether it's physical or social or whatnot, financial, is this person's spirit's way of helping to balance the scales. They have taken it upon themselves on a higher level. Obviously, no one's like, I want to lock myself up, you know. No, they are saying, God, please do with me as you will in this lifetime, so that I can start to serve this sentence, so that I could start to serve you and make amends, and I will take the handicap. I will alter my course. I will make a sacrifice. Whoops. For you. Oh, just as I said that, I hit this card by mistake, but nothing's a mistake on the spread, right? It's just divine action, I'm being told. So someone here needed to hear that, all right? Somebody here needed to hear there's going to be punishment. And while it may not be the punishment that you want, there's going to be punishment. And from a higher level, this person has chosen to undergo this sacrifice, this punishment, this blemish, whatever it is, for the sake of making amends. Now, their lower self here on earth may not have this conscious awareness, or if they have a conscious awareness, as it comes down and it seeps down into their consciousness amidst all the craziness that's usually in any human being's head, they may misinterpret it, but this is what's happening. Okay, so hopefully that brings comfort to somebody. And the last two cards that we have, oh, thanks, angels. They were like, that's it. Yeah, that's right. So thank you. And it's you know, it's hard. And finally, Taurus, what I'm seeing here is, let's see. I'm seeing here this could very well be also part of that. This could be part of the punishment. It could be in that somebody closes themselves off to you, but even that serves you because it pushes you into, I almost said punishment mode. It gets you into punishment mode. That's how they punish you, by cutting themselves off to you, cutting you off, ostracizing you. And I feel that would work towards you going out as the hermit and thinking about what it is that you've done. You're looking inside, what is it that made me do this? Why am I doing that? Look, he's looking with the star of God, and he's not seeing anything. But you know what? There's a lot of ground to cover, and now you have a lot of time to yourself to do so. So this is a matter of perspective and seeing. I feel that there's going to be communication from this person. This is not for all of you, obviously. Some of you are going to receive communication from this person, and they're going to be playing around with the idea of cutting you off. And I think that they very well may. And they very well may not. Or they may not. But whatever it is that they decide to do, any time spent apart, any time spent out of their life, is going to be something you can use to capitalize upon understanding why you've done that. The thing about human beings is when they're wired properly, I guess. I don't want to say properly because I'm not referring to mental illness and all that. But I guess maybe, I don't know. My point is when the way human beings are wired naturally, let's change that statement. They're naturally wired to want to move towards each other. And when you ostracize, that is always going to be seen as a punishment of some sort. You know, in a sense, because it's like we want to have connection. That's why punishment, exile is a famous form of punishment. Cutting you off from society, cutting off your significance, your relevance in the society. And yeah, whatever it is that is you're being cut off from, it's for the sake of you going inward and trying to find out, what's going on. And I feel that this other person, and I'm feeling for some of you, this may be a judge passing judgment for jail time or whatnot, or community service or whatnot. Whoever this is, if it's a friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or whatever, husband, blah, 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 family member, they're playing around with the idea of releasing this connection. And I'm seeing them listening to different sources. And if they're being hot and cold with you, that's because they're trying to make a decision and they're trying to listen to other sources to do that. But notice the coat is zipped up. They don't want to show their heart. I feel like they don't want to show anything. There's no part of their body being shown. And I think even their face is icy. One hand is closed, the other is closed around the sword. And I think this is because they're steeling themselves against you. There's pain here. I also see, though, that you're wrapped up here too. You're cut off as well. So I want to pull a card and see if this is mirroring or if this is truly, because if it's mirroring, there may be an opportunity for you to change your perspective and bring this person closer to you in the month of October. But I feel like this could be closer towards the end of October. And maybe let's see if this is in the end of October, if it's a matter of you being more available, if that would make them a more available, or let's see. Sorry, hold on. Please clarify that, Spirit, please. Okay, number one, first clarification. Oopsies. Don't let pride get in your way. Conclusions are within reach. Oops. Whoa. 2 cards came out. A time for healing. And you're very close to... I saw deserving your soul, devouring your soul, which is what is going on. But this says you're very close to achieving your goal. And your goal at this time is connection to self, alignment. That's your goal. But I'm seeing, don't let pride get in your way. These 2 people are separate because of pride. There's a pride thing going on. So you can't control this person, but I really feel that this is mirroring. So if you, especially in the case of a twin flame, if you, as you go through this situation, release your pride, accept your lumps, take your lumps, it might open it up on this person. They might, to them, they're like, it's feeling really hot. Let me take off this jacket while I think. Let me take this crown off while I think. Let me walk around. Let me take a drink. Next thing, they turn into Queen of Cups. You see what I mean? Why? Because you have changed your stance. So don't let pride get in your way. Conclusions are within reach. Yes, you can think of that as an ending. And there is an ending here to the craziness. But it can also mean to make a conclusion, to get the answer to what's going on. Like, what's going on? I need something. I need to come to a conclusion, to deduce something here. A time for healing, right? October is a time for healing. But I'm seeing here, your commitment is being tested. What are you committing to? This. How much are you willing to go the distance in the month of October, Taurus? How much are you willing to go the distance? Okay? And I'm seeing trust in the plan. So, again, there's healing coming in, but this is definitely not a path that is to be traveled alone. You are definitely having someone here on your side to give you that. But whether you decide to take the long route and do it without them, or to connect and do it with them, just make sure you get the pride out of it and make a commitment. What is the commitment to? Your connection with your higher self. For those of you in twin oh my god, I almost said twin fails, right? Isn't that what it feels like? Twin fails connections, twin flames connections. Dear God, why? This is natural sense of failure. Thank you. Those of you in twin flame connections, as you move closer to yourself, as you commit to yourself, you commit and you move closer to them. That is how this works, because they are you. You are them. So the more that you run from your twin, it's not that you're running from them, you're running from you. The more that you love yourself, literally the more you draw them in, because it is you. It really, really is you. Go and stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself. And I don't care if your twin is a different color, a different gender, a different race, a different body size, a different whatever, they've got handicaps. I don't care. Look in the mirror and look at yourself, and then see that other person superimposed upon yourself in the mirror. That is you. And so you really have to get to that awareness to know that, okay? Anyway, God bless. I'm going to leave you with the sun card because you're awesome. The sun will help you light your way, and this sun has two. Alrighties, I gotta go because, see, this is why I can't get these readings out. I have a day job, and all these readings take forever. I'm sorry. And it's such a divine work, and I just wish I could just keep doing it and, like, spend my time just doing it. Yeah. Anyway, that sounded very sexual. I'm sorry. Was that somebody? Look, maybe that means something to somebody, but listen, you need to stop doing it and get to work. Okay. All right. So anyway, if you want a private reading, hit me up. You know, my information's down below. If you want to donate, you say yeah and hit the button down below as well. And love you. Bye. Mwah. Bye.